Windsor Castle, a majestic spectacle of history and grandeur, stands proudly on a prominent hill, its ancient stones whispering tales of a bygone era. Overlooking the serene River Thames, this magnificent structure is nestled in the charming town of Windsor, Berkshire. It is not just a castle, but an enduring symbol of the British monarchy, a testament to the resilience and continuity of the royal lineage. For almost 1,000 years, this iconic fortress has been the home of kings and queens, a silent witness to the unfolding drama of British history. From the Norman conquest to the present day, Windsor Castle has stood as a steadfast guardian of the nation's heritage. More than just a royal residence, Windsor Castle is a treasure trove of architectural marvels, historical significance, and royal intrigue. Its walls are adorned with centuries-old tapestries, its halls echo with the footsteps of monarchs, and its rooms are filled with priceless artifacts that tell the story of a nation's past. Windsor's story takes us back to the very roots of England's history, echoing with the whispers of centuries past. Each stone, each engraving, each artifact within its walls holds a piece of the puzzle that is England's rich and complex history. Within its walls, royal romances have blossomed, power struggles have played out, and the course of nations has been decided. The castle has seen the rise and fall of dynasties, the forging of alliances, and the shaping of the modern British state. Today, Windsor Castle remains a vibrant center of royal life. It is the preferred weekend residence of Queen Elizabeth II, and serves as a grand setting for state visits and ceremonial occasions. The castle continues to be a living, breathing part of the nation's heritage, a place where history is not just remembered, but made. This essay will journey through the annals of time to uncover the captivating story of Windsor Castle. We will explore its transformation through the ages, from a simple Norman fortification to a grand royal palace, and delve into the events and personalities that have shaped its history. From its humble beginnings as a Norman fortification to its present-day glory, we will explore the architectural evolution, historical significance, and enduring legacy of this remarkable royal residence. We will compare its past and present, examining how it has adapted to the changing times while preserving its historical essence. Join us as we unlock the secrets and delve into the captivating stories that lie within the heart of Windsor Castle. Together, we will uncover the layers of history, the tales of intrigue, and the enduring legacy of one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. The story of Windsor Castle begins in the aftermath of a conquest that would reshape England forever. This iconic fortress, which stands as a testament to centuries of history, has its roots deeply embedded in the Norman conquest. In 1066, William the Conqueror, Duke of Normandy, triumphed at the Battle of Hastings, claiming the English throne. This victory was not just a pivotal moment in English history but also marked the beginning of a new era of Norman rule. To consolidate his power and secure his newly won kingdom, William embarked on a campaign of castle building across England. These castles were not merely military fortifications, but symbols of Norman dominance and control over the land. Among these was Windsor, strategically positioned on a chalk hill overlooking a vital crossing of the River Thames. This location was chosen for its strategic importance, providing both a defensive advantage and control over a key transportation route. The first Windsor Castle was a wooden motte and bailey structure, a simple but effective fortification for its time. The motte and bailey design was a common feature of Norman castles, characterized by a raised earthwork mound, the motte, and an enclosed courtyard, the bailey. The motte, a large mound of earth, provided an elevated defensive position topped by a wooden tower. This tower served as a lookout point and a last line of defense in case of an attack. Surrounding the motte was the bailey, an enclosed courtyard that housed various buildings, including a hall and barracks for soldiers. The bailey was the heart of the castle's daily life, where soldiers trained and the garrison lived. Windsor's location, combined with its robust defenses, made it a crucial stronghold in William's new regime. It served as a formidable barrier against any potential uprisings and a base from which the Normans could project their power. Over the next century, Windsor Castle underwent a gradual transformation from a purely military structure to a more comfortable royal residence. This evolution reflected the changing needs and aspirations of the monarchy. Henry I, grandson of William the Conqueror, was the first monarch to reside at Windsor. His decision to make Windsor a royal residence marked the beginning of the castle's association with the English monarchy. He recognized the castle's strategic importance and its potential as a symbol of royal power. By establishing his court at Windsor, Henry I reinforced the castle's status as a center of governance and authority. Henry I initiated a building campaign, replacing the wooden fortifications with more durable stone structures. This transition from wood to stone was a significant development in castle architecture, enhancing both the defensive capabilities and the longevity of the fortress. The keep, the most heavily defended part of the castle, was rebuilt in stone, and a great hall was added to accommodate the royal court. The Great Hall became the center of royal ceremonies and banquets, reflecting the growing sophistication of the monarchy. By the end of the 12th century, Windsor Castle had begun to take on a more regal character. The additions and improvements made during this period transformed it from a stark military outpost into a symbol of royal prestige and power. While its primary function remained defensive, it was also becoming a place of royal ceremony and leisure. The castle hosted grand feasts, tournaments, and other events that showcased the splendor of the monarchy. The castle's evolution reflected the changing role of the monarchy itself as it transitioned from military conquerors to established rulers. Windsor Castle stood as a testament to this transformation, embodying both the martial prowess and the cultural refinement of the English kings and queens. Throughout its long history, Windsor Castle has undergone numerous architectural transformations, reflecting the changing needs and tastes of its royal inhabitants. From its early days as a simple wooden motte and bailey fortress, to its current status as a grand royal residence, the castle has evolved significantly. Each phase of construction and renovation tells a story of the monarchs who envisioned and executed these changes, leaving behind a legacy of architectural splendor. Each monarch has left their mark on the castle, adding new buildings, remodeling existing ones, and shaping the castle into the magnificent complex we see today. The castle's architecture is a tapestry of styles, from the medieval fortifications to the elegant Georgian and Victorian additions. These changes not only reflect the personal tastes of the monarchs, but also the political and social shifts of their times. One of the most significant periods of transformation occurred during the reign of Henry II in the late 12th century. This era marked a pivotal moment in the castle's history, as it transitioned from a military stronghold to a symbol of royal power and prestige. Henry II, the first Plantagenet king, was a powerful and ambitious ruler who sought to enhance the prestige of the monarchy. His vision for Windsor Castle was grander and more ambitious than any of his predecessors. He wanted the castle to reflect his authority and the strength of his reign. He undertook a major expansion of Windsor Castle, replacing the earlier stone keep with a much grander structure. This ambitious project required significant resources and labor, showcasing the king's determination to leave a lasting legacy. This new keep, known as the Round Tower, was built on a much larger scale and featured a distinctive circular design, which made it more resistant to attack. The Round Tower's unique architecture not only provided better defense but also symbolized the king's innovative approach to fortification. Henry II's building projects marked a turning point in Windsor's evolution. The castle began to take on a more sophisticated and palatial appearance, setting the stage for future enhancements. The castle was no longer just a fortress, it was becoming a palatial residence, fit for a king. The interiors were lavishly decorated, and new rooms were added to accommodate the growing needs of the royal household. The Round Tower in particular became a potent symbol of royal power and authority, visible for miles around. Its imposing presence served as a constant reminder of the king's dominance and the strength of the monarchy. Henry II's successors continued to expand and enhance the castle. Each new monarch brought their own vision and style, further enriching the architectural tapestry of Windsor Castle. Edward III, in the 14th century, transformed Windsor into a magnificent palace, fit for the legendary Knights of the Garter. His reign saw the addition of grand halls and ceremonial spaces, elevating the castle's status as a center of chivalric culture. Edward III's ambitious building program included the construction of a new chapel dedicated to St. George, the patron saint of England. This chapel was intended to be a spiritual and cultural heart of the castle, reflecting the king's devotion and his desire to create a lasting legacy. St. George's Chapel, with its soaring Gothic architecture and exquisite stained glass windows, was intended to rival the great cathedrals of Europe. The intricate designs and craftsmanship showcased the height of medieval artistry and the king's commitment to creating a masterpiece. The chapel quickly became an important center of religious life at Windsor and a prestigious burial place for English monarchs. Over the centuries, it has remained a site of significant historical and cultural importance, hosting royal weddings, funerals, and other ceremonies.